All right, welcome back, class. This will be Unit 7, Lesson 2, Distributive Property. I can use the distributive property to evaluate expressions. I can translate statements into algebraic expressions. So what is the distributive property? But before that, I want to write down in the notes what it means to distribute. Distribute. This means to give shares of something. So when we say give shares of something, we're giving part of a whole. We're sharing out part of something. So what is the distributive property? Well, let's say we have a statement like 2 times 4 plus 4. If we did order of operations, we would do in the parentheses first. So let's do that. So that would be 2 times 4 plus 4 is 8. So we have 2 times 8, which is 16. Okay, so that's review of order of operations. But if we want to use the distributive property, 2 times 4 plus 4, we have a whole, and we're going to give shares of it to something. So we can distribute the 2 to both parts of the quantity. So we can rewrite this as, instead of 2 times 4 plus 4, when we distribute the 2 through, it's 2 times 4 plus 2 times 4. So we distributed the 2 through, and we should get 16 out. It should be the same answer. So 2 times 4 is 8, plus 2 times 4 is 8. 8 plus 8 is 16. So good. We did get the same answer out. So we can use the distributive property when our terms might not be like. In this case, they were like, so we could combine terms. But let's look at some examples down here. Like in this first case, x and 4 are not like terms. 4 is a constant and x is a variable. So we cannot combine these terms, so we'll want to distribute the 2. So we do it the same way. We distribute the 2 to both parts. So that becomes 2 times x plus 2 times 4. So we can simplify that to 2x, because 2x means 2 times 4, plus 2 times 4 is 8. That's what we do when we're using the distributive property. So let's do it again. We distribute 4 through to both parts. So this becomes 4 times n plus 4 times 1. So we can simplify that to 4n plus 4. This is like yesterday's lesson when we had the identity element. 4 times 1, anything times 1 is itself. So we get 4 out. 3z, distribute. So we get 3 times z minus 3 times 7. We can rewrite that as 3z plus a negative. I rewrote minus as plus a negative 21. 3 times 7 is 21, so now we have 3z plus a negative 21. Again, our terms are not the same. This is a constant, this is a coefficient with a variable, so we cannot combine like or not like terms. Distribute through 7 times s plus 7 times 10. So we can simplify to 7s plus 7 times 10 is 70. All right, and we can also distribute negative numbers through. So this is a negative 5. So we are going to distribute that to both parts. So that equals negative 5 times x plus negative 5 times 2. So we distributed negative 5 to both parts. That's what we did. Now we can simplify it. Negative 5 times x is simplified to negative 5 plus x. Or excuse me, negative 5 times x. Now we have plus a negative. So that is in the simplified form, plus a negative, and then 5 times 2 is 10. So So let's do one more where we distribute a negative. So -3 to both parts. So -3 times y minus, it'll be a -3 times 4. So we have -3y, and then now we have minus a negative. So when we have a minus, we add the opposite, so that becomes addition. Now we do 3 times 4, which is 12. So that is the distributive property. So now you can try a couple and let me know if you have any questions. All right, thanks for listening.